belonging to the noun porneia, commit whoring. We will see a few verses, or at least one verse that uses this Greek porneo. 1 Corinthians 10:8. 1 Corinthians 10:8.
Neither. Ikaw bro.
Neither should we commit whoring, as some of them did, and in one day 23,000 people.
So this Greek word as translated as commit whoring is from the Greek word porneo. So it's basically commit porneia. This is an interesting verse. Why? Because this one is referring to something that happened in the Old Testament. So now we can go back to this event in the Old Testament, Numbers 25. We will see what it is referring to, an historical event. Numbers 25 verses 1 to 9. 1 to 9.
And Israel dwelt in Shittim, and the people began to whore with the daughters of Moab. And they invited the people to the slaughtering of their mighty ones, and the people ate and bowed down to their mighty ones. Thus Israel was joined to Baal Peor, and the displeasure of Yahweh burned against Israel. And Yahweh said to Moshe, take all the leaders of the people and hang them up before Yahweh, before the sun, so that the burning displeasure of Yahweh burned away from Israel. And Moshe said to the judges of Israel, each one of you slay his men who were joined to Baal Peor. And see, one of the children of Israel came and brought to his brother a Midianite woman before the eye of Moshe and before the eye of all the congregation of all the children of Israel who were weeping at the door of the tent of meeting. And when Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a spear in his hand. And he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through the man of Israel, and the woman through her belly. Thus the plague among the children of Israel came to a stop. And those who died in the plague were 24,000.
Dami namatay. Just one mistake.
First of all, a little comment on the 24,000. In 1 Corinthians 10:8 it says 23,000. Hooray, we have contradiction in scripture, right?
Yeah.
No contradiction. Scripture cannot be broken. In 1 Corinthians 10:8 it says, in one day 23,000 fell, but the grand total was 24,000. So apparently 1,000 more died the next day or the following days. Contradiction solved, but that's not our topic for today. Here it is, can you go back to verse 1? Yeah. It says the people began to whore with the daughters of Moab. Then it says, and they invited the people, as if it's a different thing. Well, I would say, what was this whoring with the daughters of Moab?
Whoa, what's that?
That was, they whored with them because those daughters invited the people to the slaughterings of their mighty ones. And the people ate and bowed down to their mighty ones. And Israel was joined to Baal Peor, their false deity, their false Elohim. and the displeasure of Yahweh burned against Israel. Notice also verse 5. It says, each one of you slay his men who were joined to Baal Peor. He does not say, each of you slay his men who had relations with one of those women. So the whoring was spiritual whoring. Actually, I think what Joshua is referring to, except for porneia, is mainly referring to spiritual whoring, to having some kind of relationship with a false deity. It's both, it's both physical whoring and spiritual whoring, but
Grabe, no?
probably the spiritual whoring is more, let's say, is more common.